The dark side of Dubai during the recession will shock you. The sun had set on Dubai, a city that had once been a beacon of wealth and prosperity. But now as the recession hit, the city was shrouded in darkness. The streets were empty, the shops were closed, and the people were struggling to make ends meet. But beneath the surface of this seemingly desolate city, something sinister lurked. It was a dark side of Dubai that few knew about, and even fewer dared to explore. What secrets did this city hold? What horrors lurked in its shadows? Let's unfold the pages. Recession-proof? By the midpoint of 2022, Dubai remained a refuge of economic potential compared to other cities in the area and abroad. However, as the previous several months had demonstrated, inflation and rising living costs are causing more people to worry about recession. Economic cycles are normal. Most individuals understand the business cycle and are wired for recessions. Thus, conventional knowledge informs the ambitious and entrepreneurial that recessions are unavoidable. This is true whether one uses a technical definition of 2 consecutive quarters of GDP contraction or a more elastic definition of a significant decline in multi-dimensional economic activity that is correlated with one or more shocks like a demand shock, a financial crisis, the burst of an economic bubble, or in the recent example of the COVID-19 recession and the weakening of the world economic outlook due to the Ukraine conflict, a severe external shock. The enterprising mind will also be aware that a recession, like any crisis, opens a window that can allow for the correction of problematic developments that are difficult to address during boom times, and thus is an opportunity for significant reform, as well as countless strong business cases for creating new and profitable ventures. Simply put, the lucky almost make more money during a recession than during a boom or moderation. Despite such well-reasoned and recorded understandings of the business cycle and its numerous components, the R word may drive politicians into frenetic attempts to soften our view on economic downturns and create anxiety in anybody with a stake in the economy, which is all of us. Given the dogmas of loss aversion and the reality that the fear of losing out drives human action, it is arguably unavoidable that a society that values largely or even solely in monetary and economic units dreads a recession. Is the world economy facing another crisis? Like the World Bank in the Great Recession of 2007 through 2009, would our governments lose trust in their favorite foreign forecasts and institutions? Should the world learn from the early 1970s Western oil price shock and recession, or brace for a shock like the Great Depression of 1929 through 1939? Many queries. Regionalism? United Arab Emirates experts and policymakers should review their notes from the 1980s recession or the 2000s boom and crash. Is the contagion of a worldwide recession, economic bust, or debt explosion and financial catastrophe in key economic countries a concern for Dubai's firms, entrepreneurs, and workers for the rest of this year and beyond? Observation: the UAE and its GCC counterparts will not experience a recession in the near to medium term based on GDP shrinkage. Emirates NBD's research section also expects GDP growth. We still expect the Emirates economy to increase by 4.5% in 2022. Later that month, Emirates NBD economists predicted Dubai would be a global outperformer due to higher oil output and strong non-oil sector growth in the third and fourth quarters of 2022. Emirates NBD's GDP growth prediction of 30 basis points over the CBU AE forecast sees nominal GDP this year exceeding the $500 billion barrier with room to spare, rising from $415 billion in 2021 to $512.2 billion in 2022 and $530.6 billion in 2023. The price rise will be higher than in recent years. This estimate is far from recessionary and suggests a strong rebound from the 2020 COVID recession. Forever young, the New World Order. Talk of a shifting international order often dominates economic recessions, possibly igniting needed changes. Thus, a global recession might be part of a multi-dimensional big cycle shift in interrelated global systems. Thanks for viewing, and please leave your thoughts in the comments below if you enjoyed the video and would like to be notified when similar content is uploaded.